Hey guys, today I want to talk about how to persevere through tough times. Has anybody gone through a tough time? Give me some hearts, give me some likes. You've ever had a situation where it was just like tough? You didn't know how to persevere through it. You didn't even want to persevere through it. You just wanted to kind of give up. Well, I want to share with you a couple stories today of a time that I had to persevere. But if you're watching this, you know someone's going through a tough time. Make sure you share this with them right now, or share it on your page, or just post to give it to someone, because I think it's really going to help them out. And my first job I shared about was at a computer job, okay? And I was like a little kid, all right? I was like 19, 20 years old, and I had like baggy jeans and stuff. I remember actually the administrator, or the, what do you call it? The secretary. I remember one time she like told me, she's like, pull your pants up, boy. She's like, I can't believe they're letting you go and fix people's computers with those pants. And I'll never forget, my boss called me and he's like, Chris, you need to get some like suspenders or something and pull those up. Okay. But you got to understand, like, I'm this punk skateboard kid out of high school. I go to college for like 6 to 7 months and I get this computer degree. And all of a sudden I got this computer job and I'm going to like high-rise office buildings, showing up. And you should have seen the look on some of these people's faces when they're like, you're here to fix our server? Like, it's like, I'm not letting you near our computers, kid. You know what I mean? And honestly, like, I was in way over my head on some of this stuff, okay? And I remember one time calling my boss saying, like, I've tried everything and I can't get this thing to work. And I'll never forget, he's like, fix it, Chris. Boom. And he slammed the phone so hard. My buddy told me when I got back, because he was there and he heard me yelling at me. And he's like, the phone fell off the wall. And another time, like, and during that time, I was just like, man, forget this. Like, I wanted to quit, you know. I was just like, forget this, man. Like, I can't handle this pressure. You know, I wanted to quit so bad, but somehow I persevered through those hard times. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. Maybe you got a job, maybe you got a school thing, maybe you're in a relationship that just sucks, or just a tough moment. You're in that messy middle where it's just like, oh, and I just want to encourage you to persevere through this, because there is gold on the other side. There is a breakthrough coming, but you got to stay in the game. And for me, I stayed in the game. I stayed a little longer. I freaking figured it out. I think I even called my buddy Bruce, who's like a genius at computers. I was like, dude, what do I do for this? You know? And eventually I got smarter and smarter. Okay. But I want to say this, there's another time he called me into his office and he freaking yelled at me. He just yelled at me. And I don't know about you, and if you're with me, who hates to be yelled at out here? Because I hate yelling. I don't like yelling in my house. I don't like yelling at the home. I definitely don't like getting yelled at work, okay? And he yelled at me. And again, I'm still a pretty young dude, right? I'm like 19, 20. And I went to my car, and honestly, I just freaking cried. And I was just like, I think I punched my steering wheel. And I was just like, oh, it's just like, I felt like just like saying, like, just going and swearing at this guy, cussing him off, and just saying, like, forget you, I quit. You know what I'm saying? Forget you. But somehow I just persevered and I learned this stuff. And you know what I did? I started looking at the guys that were really good at their jobs at my work. I remember there's this guy named Robert, and he's this older, I think he was like from Europe or something like that. He had this accent, but dude, that guy was smart. And so I bought the same tool case he had. And I remember I was just like, dude, like looking at like what tools he had. And I just started asking questions and staying late and asking questions and just putting in the hard work. And what did I do? I persevered until I got a raise, until they sent me to a company that honestly was like, why did you send us a little kid? But I just kept on like hustling, kept on learning, kept on studying, okay? Kept on reading books, okay? And to the point that this company actually bought me from the other company, okay? And I actually went from getting paid like $13.85 or $20 an hour to like a salary, making like multiple 5 figures, like pretty high 5 figures, okay? And it was just unbelievable. But it's because I persevered, guys. It's because I didn't quit. And I want to read you a quote out of my book, Fighter, okay? And there's a chapter in here all on perseverance. And I love this quote because it's from Sylvester Stallone. And I don't know anybody like those Rambo movies or the Rocky movies. I like that stuff because it just like pumps me up. And Sylvester Stallone's the actor in there, okay? And he says this, I'm not the smartest or most talented person in the world, but I succeeded because I keep going and going and going. You know, I'm not the most talented. I'm not. out of all my friends in music, but I just kept on going. I kept on persevering. I didn't quit. I didn't look back at my past. I looked back at the future. Yeah, I got yelled at. Okay. Yeah, I got told off. All right, let's just deal with that. Let's keep moving. Let's get better. Let's get better. How can I learn? How can I push through this stuff, And my hero, Peter J. Daniels, he says, how do you beat a man that doesn't stop? How do you beat a woman that doesn't stop, that is just relentless, refuses to quit? And that's what I want to encourage you today, is to refuse to quit no matter what. If you have not gotten a copy of this book, Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams, so many of you have been picking this up. We're shipping them all over the world now. And guess what? We even added a PayPal button. Go to fighterbook.net, go to https://fighterbook.net, and we'll ship this book out to you, because I want you to keep persevering. I don't want you to quit, but I want you to know I was close. I was close. I was on the edge of my life. I was on the edge of wanting to quit. And maybe you're on the edge of just throwing in the towel. Heck, maybe you're, on the edge of thinking of suicide. And I want to encourage you, don't do it. We need you. Persevere, man. Persevere. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Hey, get a copy of this book. I know it'll encourage you. I know it'll help you to keep dreaming and to stretch and push that through. Look, this year ain't done yet. We still got lots of months left. You can turn your whole day around. You can turn your whole life around with one idea, one story. I'm hoping even one YouTube video or Facebook Live, wherever you're watching this, and just say, hey, I believe in you. I'm flying out in a little bit. I'm going to Germany to go rock some shows. And I also want to let all my fans know right now that I am officially working on a new rock record. Ideas are already coming down. It goes from here to the pad, to the microphone, to you guys. And I can't wait to hear it. Hey, I want to remind you, a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. Get a copy of this book, Fighter. Go to fighterbook.net. The link is below. I love you. I believe in you. Have a great day. Peace, y'all.